Hello, hello, hello. Alright, let's try this again. Hopefully we have a little bit better showing this time against against the Jets. We lost a pretty close game against the Dolphins. Then we about got in. No, we won against the Dolphins. It was the Eagles. We lost a pretty close game against the Eagles, and then the Dolphins almost made a crazy comeback on us. But we made it. 21 players ready to negotiate, and of course, it is all of our playmakers. So that's nice. Let's go ahead and set up our weekly strategy and such. And ooh, that's rough. That is rough. One of my buddies is a Jets fan, and I would hate my life right now. Alright. 5 sacks, not gonna happen. Let's do that. I don't really trust this team. Alright, no injuries. I gotta check on Matthew Judon. He had a dislocated shoulder, I believe, against the Dolphins. And he was killing it. I think he had 3-4 sacks out of the first 2 games. Hopefully Mac Jones. Nope. Marcus Jones. I am so excited to see how this kid develops. They play him in the secondary. They bring him out on offense as a receiver, kick, punt returner. I mean, it don't matter. He's freaking everywhere. Alright. Nope, we gotta check on okay, so he's gonna be out for a minute. So keep an eye out for him. That's rough. We kind of cheesed the Vikings a little bit, and they gave us some of their playmakers. I'm real glad we did. We were struggling with just Judon. Got Danielle Hunter, and then we got their
It's week 3 of the NFL.
Right guard and left tackle, I
this week
believe.
is C.J. Mosley. He was terrific defensively last week with 11 tackles. It's the Jets and the Pats, and it's coming up next.
That game against the Eagles was rough. Juju Smith-Schuster has dropped, I don't know, 6-7 catches. First game was raining, but the second game he had multiple drops as well.
And I am on EA Sports. And
not
he
real
opts
happy
to
with
not
that.
bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So the new look Jets ready to go. Would complete to Mecole Hardman. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. But Charles, a tough task ahead for this defense, trying to slow down Aaron Rodgers. What would you be trying to do?
I would think about selective pressure, Brandon, and what I mean by that is he's going to eat you up if you blitz him too often because he'll read that and go to the man coverage patterns. But every now and then you bring that pressure at him, make him deliver the ball on time. It's when he keeps the ball, maneuvers out of the pocket, and that's when you're in big trouble.
First reception for him, and remember, he leads the NFL in that category here in this first month. Also has a first down.
We needed a big stop, and we did
Now it's
not get
Rodgers.
it.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended
not.
receiver. And now it's second down. We take a peek at the list of inactives for this week's game, and gosh, this
We don't really have a lot of good players, but it seems like the ones we have are fixable.
You got to wonder in this organization
Enough to pay everybody.
Well, hopefully we're just getting them out of the way
ones that
early
need to stay
so
healthy
we can
aren't.
make a late season push when we have everyone back.
Oh,
It
boy.
certainly feels that way with the number of injuries
That's
they've
rough
had
there.
already.
You look at this Patriots defense against the pass.
This year it just seems like
number 30 in the league
getting the
right
ball
now.
moved
And those are the
downfield
kind
is
of plays
so
that this unit
much
needs to make
more
because
difficult.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
it always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Jones on the return.
We had a kick return for a touchdown
Found
last
good room to
week
run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Patriots take over.
with
The Patriots offense
Marcus
set to go to
Jones.
work with Mac Jones at quarterback in his 3rd season now out of Alabama.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions.
I said it last time. The game did Mac Jones dirty. He's not one of the best quarterbacks in the league. I get that, but I mean this dude struggles to throw 5 yards. It's bad. It's real bad.
1 touchdown pass, not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB, but finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Now Jones. And this
Okay.
intercepted on the first play of the game.
Nailed it.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
It's okay. It's only his 7th pick in 3 games. It's fine. He's fine.
So it's Rodgers. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. This defense for the Patriots, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided
He's
to test
been hanging
him early.
out with Juju
Smith-Schuster,
Smith-Schuster, ain't no doubt about that.
And forced the incompletion.
Is Rodgers on third down?
Of course.
These guys running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Aaron Rodgers.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage.
36. So from the 36 now. First and 10.
I need a lot better than it really is.
Again, and it's out. Going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones.
Brick.
Oh, and his early spin here's another one intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
2 for 2.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook.
I get it's not a good
brought down at about the 42. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he's inside the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Rodgers now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On second down, Cook. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Swinging this out. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zerline for the Jets field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Zerline's kick is up and through. Charles Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, their game is playing
I
out
could be
so
wrong,
far.
but I think Mac had a little.
Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Elliott, but I think both times he's tried to throw downfield and been intercepted.
Here at the 25. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
I think it's
That's
wild.
my English teacher right there.
They have 2 interceptions in the first quarter, and they're still playing.
This will be stopped about
like I'm
2
fixing to
yards
throw it
shy of
deep.
the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. 2nd and a couple. As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Patriots at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked off.
Inside give to Elliott.
Oh, it's okay, Andrews. I don't want you to pick him up anyway.
A 5-yard gain there makes it first
I
and
prefer
goal.
that you run
Exactly
right
what they
past
needed
him,
right
really.
there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little
We
bit.
had a weird thing happen. Give Hunter Henry the ball, see if he can run it in.
3 yards closer here as it
Last
brings
game
up
or the game
2nd and
before, I
goal.
did no huddle, ran that play again.
When you play defense against this head coach, that is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a
Henry
few yards.
swapped position.
Elliott
Ended up
trying to get to the goal line,
going
but
to
he's
the
gonna
tight end.
stop.
Lineman went to the fullback.
Called a
He
game
ran it.
losing it. 3rd and goal.
All right, Juju.
Throw. Jones.
Are you kidding me, Hunter
But that's
Henry?
going to wind up incomplete. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal.
And they'll take
Thank
it
you.
into the end zone for a
Thank you very
Patriot
much.
touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Ryland up. That'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The New York set to take the field.
Rodgers, look at that strike.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because
I set them on play ball,
your friend, Old Momentum,
but they don't play
he's
ball.
wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side.
Know if you're not looking at the ball, you're not going to know where the ball's going.
On your hands.
But I had
catch of this first half.
It bounce off face
down.
mask, bounce off their hands. I mean, they won't intercept the ball. And when I set it to play ball, they still don't play the ball. They still play the receiver.
Too far out in front.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right?
Last year, I know it was kind of overpowered, so I know they tweaked it a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
You got to make
Hit play ball, give him the acrobat ability.
Pass.
Yeah.
Boy, if it was close, they were intercepting it.
A little juke. And he's got a good gain of 7 up
Not
to the
this year.
37.
Not even close
That
this
was a
year.
really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Screen.
Setting up the screen for Cook. Nifty move.
Oh, yeah.
He'll have it past midfield almost to
It's
the
like
40.
Darius Slay did against us.
Taken
Just
down.
break 17
Well,
tackles in a
search of
row.
a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over
I
20
tripped over my
yards.
lineman's feet.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more.
Break that up, that on
Falls to
boy.
the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. They'll try the middle with Cook. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really?
And they're taking advantage of it.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Taking
What are we
side,
doing?
it's Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson from 10 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
You have 93 speed and you can't keep up with the tight end.
Zerline good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Marcus,
And
you're
that
just
flag accepted.
you're going for it this game.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Just let that
And this
go.
will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England's offense set to go. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time.
That a boy!
There he goes, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for 63 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there.
Choke under pressure.
Shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Okay, Mac Jones chokes under pressure too.
But it winds up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been
Tell you what, that line protected me though.
Even backed up late.
Been struggling with that. They did have decent
fighting
there.
to keep him out of the end zone as the down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. It is caught at the 7-yard line. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there. 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was to take what you can get out to the tight end on 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
That a boy, Zeke.
Patriots. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Patriots get a late final minute of the first half.
That's broken tackle.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, that's before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
Pretty decent.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They are picking on you, Jones.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers. Open man is Uzomah. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Thank you.
They find some open field here. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Get it.
Feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Born right here.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Oh, I like Juju. I like Juju. That a boy.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Juju Smith-Schuster, 29 yards. And the Patriots will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Ryland on for the extra point.
What a crazy turn of events.
It's up and good to make it 21-17. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball.
In this situation,
Bentley,
they decide to take a shot.
Bad.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends. Big people missing the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home.
But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
Okay, we're going to go to throwing it. Probably should not have done that. We're going to keep that the same.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back in half. Marcus Jones, a return man. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of the Patriots offense ready to go to work once more. And I know that they double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton.
I've been hard on Zeke his first few games.
We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that,
in all reality, it's mainly my fault. I get
places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now we kind of upgraded that. They've got the running game there.
They'll try the right side.
Mac Jones has a,
and some nifty running here as he'll
interception or two to start the game.
And down to the 47. 51 yards on the ground for him now.
That's just kind of his process.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Until they stop it, I guess. More than likely to be this play. Oh yeah, they brought the house.
He's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that.
They got sick of him pretty quick.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right?
Horn's
who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. They had to walk away from that field. I'm like, okay.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense did its job.
I don't understand the point of leading the pass.
And now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better
try to get them
that
to
one side of the
undercut
ball
right there.
feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, take the lead.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch
passes
when people
throw
are trying
it
to
down
tackle you and knock the ball away.
And you try to get it in front of Mosley.
That's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
There you go, Marcus.
That ball was tipped in the air.
Proud of you for correcting it.
Fell incomplete. It caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it. He's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
And now the third
Hunter spooked him.
Incomplete as well.
One first down here. That's all, folks. Good work. Enforce a punting situation.
And as they take over, New England trying to get a place on offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game?
You don't have to be everywhere on the field, but
he's got to turn things around.
You have an entire team that can help you. You don't have to stop me every play.
On second down, Elliott. This past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Now Jones. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And from the 41, this is second.
Don't say Omaha, Jones, please.
Elliott running right. And strong running there.
We don't like Page around here.
And down to the 49.
Just steer away from that, okay?
yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So after Zeke, another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Up the middle, here's Elliott.
Oh.
And for one of the few times here today,
Williams
this one's not going to
was
go anywhere.
not happy.
He got maybe a half.
He said we have been running it entirely too much.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Elliott, he's been busy. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for
Way to be,
is
Duggar.
can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Big Hunter coming.
What a difference a
Up
week
huge.
makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%.
He's gotten pressure
What
to
do
the
you
last
see
2
as the
third
difference?
downs.
Well, I think we're used to seeing
Forced
a drop.
Rodgers
If
throw
someone's
bad
over
throws.
80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and they will take over 1st and 10. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively
Attaboy.
as you've described.
Attaboy.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ezekiel Elliott. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now Ryland for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away.
I know, like, statistically, over the last few years, he would be.
And there will not be a return.
But you got to think, you know, Stevenson played behind Damien Harris.
The New York set to take the field.
He was obviously good enough to take the
These guys
starting
definitely
role
hoping
from
for a
Damien
better showing
Harris.
than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalposts, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Oh, I'm not even sure what happened.
This one is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at
Way to
that.
be, Jones.
Now throwing on third
I need to
down
start
there,
bad
but he
mouthing you
cannot
guys
connect.
earlier in the
Looks like
game.
another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's Jones. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Patriots to take over.
Max, stop saying
over the
Omaha,
Dolphins
bud.
last week. They are on top right
You
now
don't
as well
Omaha
as they come
around
up
here.
1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football.
And
2nd and 5.
start feeding Zeke.
A give to Elliott.
Oh.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight
I'm not
ahead,
sure
positive
who that
game.
was,
Just
but
keep
they
the clock ticking.
just decided
This
they were
offense
not
on
going to
third
block
down
right
today.
there.
Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 181 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the
I have a feeling whenever I run at him, he just obliterates my line.
At this point of the game, that means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners,
They're like just
taking care of
inside
the football.
runs anymore
Because
right
you're going
now.
to tell your
Just
quarterback, hey, no time to be a
backfiring
hero.
bad.
We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
All it's going to be run, 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 run.
The give is to Elliott.
That's in. Dang, Zeke.
Just a couple yards.
You got rocks
shy
in
of
your
the end
boots?
zone.
What the heck was
15
that?
more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps.
I don't know about that.
These situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Ryland on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away.
This game was definitely better.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And that is incomplete.
Dang, who needs Acrobat?
A little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. Looking left sideline.
We don't swat them.
Incomplete.
Now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before this worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blind.
Way to be!
It's intercepted. Picked off by
All they
Asante
do is
Samuel
tell them about
Jr.
it. That's it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
That's right. Kick it off.
Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no option. You have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The New York set to take the field. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I think we both thrown 2 interceptions.
That's him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw.
I threw 3 interceptions, didn't I?
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Rodgers with a pass caught by Conklin. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line.
Y'all just start taking your time.
Here's Rodgers to throw. His throw
Way to
incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount
I know we gave up a
stand
lot
before
for
this
him,
drive
but
reaches
man,
the end zone.
it has been
Rodgers
worth
throwing
it.
on 2nd down. And a flag
Did I
comes
just get
in
a flag
as
for
that one
pass?
falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Illegal contact.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
That was me. That was my fault.
Automatic 1st down.
Good game now, though.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers.
Oh,
And he's
nice.
got it. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And again, it's Rodgers. That's to the pylon and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense.
okay.
They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to
I
complete
was going to
passes.
say.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's
Feeling
incomplete.
right.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal.
Oh,
he was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right.
Do it.
Dial
do
up one of your better.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
I don't understand
Allen
why.
Lazard, a 1-yard touchdown reception.
My
And the
hunter didn't
Jets are able to
get
make
pick
some
six there, that's
inroads here
unreal.
to that deficit. Zerline connects on the extra
Crazier,
point,
though, is
and that'll cut the
why in
lead
the
down
world
to
he was
18.
out there defending like that.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now out come the Patriots. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run.
Much better.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest.
That's good. We needed that.
They're gonna.
Morale was down. Everybody's overall was down. And that's rough. A team that already isn't the highest rated to have to deal with morale. See, his morale's still down. I don't get it. Ooh, Z got one too. Lose him back. See, I thought he was more of a power back myself, but I'll start putting into power back for him though. Ooh, we got an award, did we? Zeke? Alright. Alright, I'll take it. Oh boy, this this game's gonna be rough. Well, that'll do it for today. We will come back again and going up against the undefeated Dallas Cowboys. Very high rated Dallas Cowboys. Alright, well, I will see you guys.